Under my nose, you see that? Yo, but check this out. I looked at this video, right? It was a clip from I think Boosie interview with Vlad, and he was talking about followers, right? He said this, and this goes hand in hand in a lesson on everyday life. Followers don't mean nothing. And he put it point blank. He said this. He said, I got 10 million followers. Only 100,000 people bought my movie. 50% of those followers are your enemies. The other 50% of your followers just look for entertainment. They're not gonna really support your product. They're not really gonna buy anything. And it dawned on me. It dawned on me on how false this thing really is. Like, we sitting here chasing false validation on everything, man, with this social media stuff. What brought me to this topic, you would say? I was talking to a manager today about possibly bringing an artist on the show. First thing he hit me with, how many followers do you have on Instagram? I said, huh? Number one, there's two things that's happening. Those numbers are farce, for one. I've had my page shadow banned for months. I've had my numbers glitched for months. We're still basing semantics off numbers that can easily be bought. So that's why, if you look on the Off the Cuff Radio page, I posted a lot of pictures of myself outside with talent, outside of these concerts, outside meeting these artists. Me, T-Max, Chinchilla, Sandman, my man Hustle. We're out here with these people all the time. I'm more connected than a lot of these people think. So you can sit there. I'm not really an Instagram type dude. I just really now started learning how to work it. I've learned so more so know how to deal with outside. But since when your worth is valued off Instagram followers? A blue check mark, really? That verifies you? Because think about this. A lot of these rappers got about 300,000 followers. Meek Mill got almost in the millions. He barely could sell 100,000. Nicki Minaj, she got about 30 million. She can't even do 20,000. Why are we still basing our worth off numbers that are really fake, for that matter? I don't need a social media blue check mark to show that I'm popping. I'm popping in real life. I'm outside of real life. My presence is felt all over this business, more so than people think. More so than people think. I have the whole Al Heyman complex where, you don't see me, but you feel me. You feel my presence out there. My energy is out there. So we basing this shit. It's kind of like we downing people just because they have a certain cell phone. Oh, you got an Android. Oh, you ain't got no money. Since when your phone determines your worth? You see how sick we've gotten as people? If you don't have an iPhone, you're worthless. I, for one, don't want an iPhone. They break easy. They glitch easy. I can't deal with no iPhone like that. And plus they don't store a lot of apps like Androids do. But this is the turn of the tide right here. This is what we're going against. We're devaluing one another off of followers, off of phones, off of Prada and Gucci and all this bullshit. Like, this is what it really comes down to. It's sad to me. It's really sad to me that you got to prove your worth off a number. That's all we are. That's all we are in society. Are numbers. It's really disturbing if you really think about it. So I hit him with this. I said, going back to the conversation, I'm like, nah. But check my YouTube. My YouTube, I got 61,000 subscribers. More so than these popping niggas. And I don't even really care about that. I just use YouTube as another platform to get our voices out there. Because one thing I learned, you got to get your content out there on everything. Because anytime they could just turn this whole thing off, then what you going to do? Remember how they did in November when Facebook was shut down, Instagram was shut down, nobody could get on? People were in panic mode. So I have that mindset, like any day now, they can shut this thing down. What are you going to do? Oh, if your Instagram go, then you can't get back on there. What you going to do? It's things like that you have to think about. So that's why I try to put my content everywhere. All platforms. I don't care where it's at. It's there. So anytime you Google my name, King Eric Productions, you're going to see something. I don't big myself. I don't look at followers as like that. That's corny to me. That's very corny to me. Oh yeah, they still digging in T-Pain, yo. Yeah, good look on that there. They digging in T-Pain ass. Pause. Because it was stupid what he said. Like, it don't even make no hypothetical sense in bringing that situation up. Bringing Tupac up for what? It don't make sense. Daniela sending love from Australia. Good looking out. Good looking out, love. Yeah. At the end of the day, KRS once said it best. I'd rather have 500,000 head real heads behind me than a million of fake fanatics behind me. That's what I'd rather have. Because you know when you record 300, they're going to ride with you regardless. See, the millions, they're fickle. The millions, they were 50 Cent fans in the 2000s. The millions were Nelly fans. The millions were Britney fans. They go with the wind. But your core, they stick with you regardless. Dude, thick and thin. That's what I want. That's what I want. And see, I can't, just like I said the other day, I got to that point where I'm like, you know what? I'm not building no more platforms. I'm not helping none of these niggas no more. I'm dead serious because this is a dog eat dog business. And I came in with the free-hearted mindset, oh, we all could form together like Voltrons of the underground. I could build, I could send a guest here, you could send a guest to me, we all eat. But it ain't like that. Apparently, it ain't like that at all. So I said, you know what? I'm washing my hands. I'm focused on me. I'm focused on my brand. I'm focused on what we're doing. With the exception of a few that really rock with me. Other than that, no. That's the last time you're going to see collabs. I'm tired of getting taken advantage of. You're not using me as a platform to eat no more. Them days are done. Like one other show, I gave this fool the connects. I gave him the connects to cocaine. I gave him the connects to psych. I helped him. And you know, he helped me a little bit. He sent me some guests here. That was cool. All of a sudden, he get funny style and just block me. What's up with you weird-ass radio platform niggas and blocking me? If you got something to say, be a man and confront me, man. Hit my line. Y'all some punks. Straight up, y'all some punks, man. If you got a problem with me, see me, B. I ain't hard to find. My number is on Facebook. My number is on Instagram. Hit me. You gonna block me. But the thing is, they can't do it like me. I'm gonna talk my shit for a minute. I've been doing this for 2014. I done surpassed a lot of them. Versatile, where you a punk? You a punk for? Where you at? Well, who are you? What you gonna do? I don't even know who you are. See these trolls be coming in. See, as soon as you get bigger, the trolls start coming through. These trolls start really coming through. They think they trying to get an audience, try to get a little clout. Either that or these guys, they send their stands, to harass the page. But it's all good. It's cool. I'm asking you where you from. Why you want to know where I'm from? Who are you? First of all, who are you? Then ain't none of your business where I'm from. Who are you, first of all, to ask me? I ain't got to give you where I stay. Who are you trying to be, my stalker? Nah, don't ask me where I'm from. None of your, what business do you have? Answer that. Versatile, I'm calling you out. Y'all ain't gonna come here and play dumb on my page, man. I'm your subscriber, fool. Oh, man, I'm just fucking with you, man. Nah, man, I don't really do I don't get my personal information like that, man. Nah, I don't, man. I don't do that at all. Cause you get enemies out here. Especially when you're moving in a different pace. Like I'm moving and the stuff that I talk about. I can't give my subscription to where I stay. With all due respect. These niggas is crazy, bro. Y'all just fucking with you. Oh man, that was good. That was a good one, man. I like messing with y'all, man. I don't really get mad about this at all. I just want to see what you was gonna get, because if you could take that, you a true rider. You a true rider for life. But nah, man, I don't put where I stay out there, man. That's out of respect, cause the internet is a crazy universe, man. And these people, they get in their feelings, and next thing you know, they take pictures of your personal property and they post it online. I can't deal with that. I didn't even like going live because of that. Never put your guard down. Exactly. Never put your guard down, man, because I noticed that niggas start putting your property online. They start putting your personal face online, trying to troll. It's a weird business, man. And I'm like, nah, y'all ain't gonna make no trolling guard on me. So yeah, man, it's like you can't do that. And plus, I be moving around all the time, so you can't even catch me. Shoot, I be around all the time. But going on for a minute here. I'm switching the guard for a minute, changing subjects. I caught with Funkmaster Flex and this Conway thing. I want to get more into that for a little bit. I want to get my thoughts about that. I haven't really, really chimed in on that. My thoughts about it is, it's kind of confusing because Griselda, they've done it independently in a way where they didn't need any of these corporations. These guys networked their way to Rock of Nation deals, shady record deals. These niggas is performing on Jimmy Fallon. They got features with Lil Wayne, Big Sean, Drake. Conway is on Kanye album. So I was kind of confused on why they were mad at needing Flex. But then it dawned on me. See, these guys also run labels. Yeah, Griselda, the base themselves, Benny and Conway and Westside are going to be good. But what about their artists? Because see, they all run labels. How is Black Soprano family going to get a buzz? Because we don't know and with all due respect, a lot of people still don't know them. I know some of the members, they cool with me. We had one of their bosses on the show. But this is probably what Conway's issue is. See, he's looking at it from a standpoint of him running his label, And let's say he has to make a press run for one of his artists. He got to go to Hot 97. Then you have Funk Master Flex being the vanguard of that. So that's going to make it hard for Conway to push his artists. Same with Westside. When he got on Rome Streets, it's going to be kind of hard because, you know, guys like Ebro, guys like Flex, they're pretty much still controlling the airwaves out there. So it's going to be harder for them, especially when they're coming from the underground. And plus, Conway, he got a lot of issues within himself. I mean, I can't imagine. That man been through a lot in his life. You listen to his project, he gets real deep into a lot of that, of what he was going through. I mean, he's had a tough life. So it could be just some stuff that he go through in the motions. But Funk Flex is a sucker anyway. He one of the corniest dudes alive. Not taking away his DJ skills. Because, man, that 50 minutes, 60 minutes of Funk was fire. I got all 3 volumes. Fire. But him as a person now, I don't like him. I don't like him a bit. And plus the way he was kind of checking out Griselda when they was on the booth, I didn't like that either. It showed me right there that for some reason, Hot 97 have issues with underground rappers. But what they failed to realize is this is what the narrative that they're playing on. Oh, all the cool people listen to trap. All the cool people listen to Lil Baby. All the cool people listen to NBA Youngboy. All the backpackers and nerds and incels, they listen to Griselda. They listen to Boot Camp Click. It's not like that. That's a lie. I've been to the Griselda show before. They had women out there. When I seen Benny the Butcher, they had a lot of girls out there. When we went to see when Duck Down had a special, my man's went out there. A lot of chicks was out there. So I don't know where this narrative came from where a lot of hardcore hip-hop heads aren't women. Well, a lot of women love it. Hardcore hip-hop. Backpack hip-hop, as a matter of fact. These niggas just don't go outside. I've been to these shows. I'm telling you, because they be thinking these shows are sausage fests when it's really not. There's a lot of women at these shows, man. But that's the narrative that's been going around for years. That's a stigma that's been going on with that shit. I'm a woman. I like hip hop. See? No lies. I'm not lying about this shit. I was going to these shows before COVID. I was out everywhere at these shows. You see the pictures. You go to my Instagram. You see a lot of pictures I've taken. A lot of women were out there at these shows. So I don't know what the hell Flex and Ebro talking about. Oh, only incels and nerds and old heads go see Boot Camp Click. Bullshit. Women love hardcore hip hop. I'm telling you. Why you think DMX is so beloved? I'm telling you, man. A lot of them don't even like that Little Baby. I mean, he alright. Little Baby, the Baby, they alright. The NBA Youngboy, NL Chopper, whatever that shit is. They don't really listen to that. They'll probably bop to it a little bit, but they're not going to go out and flat out buy it or stream it. Rest in peace, DMX. Yeah, man. When Dog came out, a lot of women was on him. More women bought that album than niggas. So what that tell me? Women always love hardcore hip hop, man. Don't let these punk ass DJs fool you. They don't really go to these shows no more. And that's the narrative that they've been doing for the past 20 years. They've been trying to pass this narrative that all the cool kids are over here listening to Drake, all the nerds and the people and the old heads and niggas with gray in their hair, they still listening to KRS. Go to these shows. I'm telling you what I know. You're going to see the polar opposite These dudes be big. They selling the facade of a lie. Now, granted, some of these shows, depending on the energy, are sausage fests, depending on the catalog. But Griselda, they have a female base. Yeah, it seems weird, but Wu-Tang, come on, man. Wu-Tang got a huge female base. What are y'all talking about? Wu-Tang got a huge female base. Go to a Wu-Tang show and you see how many women out there. When I went to see Ray and Ghost, there were mad women out there. A lot of y'all ladies just gonna come and see Method Man alone. I love the hardcore. I've been listening since day one. Real talk. That's real. What these bitches want from it. Yeah. I'm telling you what I know. I don't know what Flex and them talking about. They going with an outdated ideology. Go to a Wu show. Matter of fact, look at the Triumph performance. Then watch how crazy the women went when Method Man got out there. Woo! Method Man was the draw to the Wu when it came to the female audience. He was the draw. Yeah, because, you know, Ghost and Ray, they had the street heads and the hustlers. Jizza, ODB, and RZA, they had the chess playing niggas. They had the ones that like Kung Fu. But Method Man, he brought the ladies with his rugged style. He said even on Matt Hoffa, he ain't even like the sex appeal look. That she had to marry Jay. Exactly. So what are these dudes talking about, John? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, y'all supposed to be running New York City. Y'all don't understand what's going on within your own shows. Go do a Sean Price special. You see how many women out there. A lot of women love Sean Price music. I'm telling you what I know. Y'all be surprised if y'all really step away from the Zoom meetings and go out and see this. I'm telling you, man. Women love rugged hip hop. But yeah, it's crazy to me. Like dude said, Flex don't need to get out the way. Flex need to get out the way because Flex, what it is with those guys, they're getting paid by advertisers to play them songs. They don't really like them, but they cut the check, and plus he's a part of payola. Matter of fact, I'm gonna upload something real funny when Nas, he was clowning Funk Flex. This is Nas from 2002 when he talked about Flex be mixing in gay clubs. His voice is nasty. Nobody likes the records that he play. Man. Woo. But I'm telling you, his shift is going to have to change. But see, with Griselda, though, it's kind of hard for me to really... The only justifiable reason that they probably have is their label owners and they're trying to push their artists. Because they got a lot of work out within themselves. They got a lot of albums and EPs and stuff. Them niggas put in a lot of work. I've been on them since like 2015. And Westside Gunn actually retweeted me. I got to find that tweet. So I've been on their movement for a minute. And now look at these guys. But see, they did it on their own independently. But see, I think what is this situation here, they're trying to look out for their base. I mean, not their base, but their own artists. Because it's a lot of work managing a label. It's a lot of work managing a label and running a label. You got to do a lot of the legwork. Like if Rome Streets is doing a rollout, Westside got to go to Hot 97. He got to go to the Breakfast Club. He got to go to Big Boy. He got to go to Vlad. He got to go to No Jumper. He got to go to Us. He got to go to Gully TV. He got to go to all these platforms. It's a campaign. So if Flex is in the way of doing that, That's a problem. That's a big problem. And I think that's where Conway's angle is. But now I'm seeing Pete Rock done jump into this. And Pete Rock is, he a wild dude. One thing about Pete Rock, man, he don't like shit. Pete Rock don't like nothing. He's stuck in his ways, and that's what I like about him. He likes what he likes, and he's sticking to it. He ain't trying to hear none of this stuff. Pete Rock is one of the most outspoken guys in this culture. He could be wrong about a lot of things, but he right about a lot of things. I respect the get down. Because everybody's so PC these days. Everybody's so quick to apologize about everything. I'm like, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. But I respect Pete, though, man. I respect Pete Rock. That's one of my favorite producers. Pete Rock. I got Dre at number 1. I got Premier. I got Dre at number 1. I got Quick at number 2. I got Premier at number 3. I got Pete Rock at number 4. Number five. I got I might put Kanye there. I might put Kanye at number 5. This is my top 10 producers list. I'm just thinking off the head. I got who else? Shit. Havoc. Gotta put Havoc from Mobb Deep up there. KLC and Manny Fresh. Yeah, I'm going to war right now in my mind with that one. That's why I'm stuck. I more so like KLC because KLC's a little more diverse, but Manny Fresh got heaters. Woo! 400 Degrees, BG first 4 albums. Lil Wayne's first 2 albums. Even Turk's albums. The Big Timers albums. Woo! Fresh was cooking back then. But KLC, he gave us I'm Bout It. He gave us Bout About It. DJ Mugg, Scarface, Freddie Gibbs, Street Made music video is out. Hell yeah, man. I love that joint, man. Good shout out for you putting me on there. Matter of fact, we played that on Screwball Radio Saturday. Them niggas loved it. That's history right there. I never heard Face over a DJ Muggs beat. I was automatically souped about that. You ain't lying. Freddie Gibbs, Scarface, and DJ Muggs. Face sounded so potent on that joint. He sounded. Muggs need to do a project with him. DJ Muggs is one of the hardest working producers out in the game right now. He killing it. He is killing it right now. That man got, I'm telling you, Soul Assassins. We heavily been on it. I'm going to definitely get that Soul Assassins 3. I'm telling you. And Cypress Hill, they did an album with Black Milk, and I'm going to be real with y'all. It was all right. It was all right. You know what I mean? It didn't really hit me like that. I don't know what it was. I think we got so used to them rapping over with Muggs for 20 years that it sound weird with Be Real rapping over those style of beats. It just that project didn't really smack me upside the head like that. You know? And that's no disrespect. But it didn't hit me. I mean, I appreciate that they're trying to go diverse. They trying to, because Muggs is busy within himself. He working on the Soul Assassins project. He got so many visuals he's working on. He doing a lot of stuff for Alchemist. Muggs is a busy dude, so I guess Be Real and them wanted to keep the bird in the sky, linked up with Black Milk. And some songs was cool, but it didn't hit me like that, Maybe what it is, maybe because I'm listening to it on my phone. I got to give it a whip test. But so far, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right, though, because the bars are there, but it's just Black Milk style of beats. It ain't really matching Be Real like that. That's just me. Maybe it's something. Maybe I got to listen to it again. Maybe I gotta listen to it again. But right now, that's where it stands. But anyways, I've been a busy man. I got Big Prodigy from South Central Cartel. He's pulling up on the show tomorrow night. That's gonna be a big deal. This is the first time Big Prodigy been on the show in about 2 years. Because he's been busy working on his documentary, the South Central Cartel documentary. And we had him on I think we did a show with Cali Pitts, but Blog Talk messed up and I couldn't upload it. We had a dope ass show with him. We had some dope content with them. But damn, Blog Talk messed me up so bad with that. I couldn't upload that show. I wish I had that show. But man, them niggas was going niggas was going in, bro. Talk about how many dudes they beat up in the industry and all that. It was a live show. It was crazy. But Big Pride he's usually a good interview. He's usually a good friend of mine. The last time we had him on, he was addressing what Carcino said about him. In one of his videos where he said that Mobb Deep was punking South Central Cartel, and that wasn't the case. So he went on the show to clarify that what happened with that. And I know he gets tired of talking about that shit. That's why when we bring him on tomorrow, we're not going to talk about that. He talked about that to death. I know he get tired of talking about it. See, this is what a lot of these money-hungry, view-hungry, clickbait journalists do. They ask all these tacky questions thinking it's going to get a reaction. This is the new wave we're living in. Even when I uploaded the Razcast interview, I didn't want to ask him about Game. I didn't want to ask him about Alchemist because we already know. We already know everything. Big Mike mentioned Sino too. Yeah, that was funny. And see, I check his stuff out too. Like, I check out everybody. Don't think I ain't listening. I check out everybody, see what they're saying. You gotta be there. You gotta be a student of the game at the end of the day. So you gotta check who's using your content. You gotta check how they asking questions. You gotta check a whole lot of things. I check out everybody. Don't mean I'm a fan, but I check them out. But Big Prodigy is gonna be an interesting show. And see what we're gonna do, what we did with the Razcast. Pool Man is about to sue Sino. For real? When? Which video? I never heard of that. See, that's what I be saying, man. When you doing videos like that, like how he's doing it, you gotta check your facts, man. You gotta check your facts. You gotta check everything. Because that's not a good feeling when these dudes hit your line and try to correct you. I've been through that stage before. One of my interviews got me a phone call to a big hitter in this game. I ain't gonna say his name. T-Max know who I'm talking about. Nah, it was on the comments that Pool Man talked with Casino. And see, you gotta be careful when you're doing videos like that, man. When you're trying to talk about the truth behind and all that, you involve people's personal business. See, notice with me, I mostly talk about the art. And I talk about stuff that's documented. Me and T-Max and the whole team, we talk about stuff that's already documented. We don't just make up stuff in the air. Okay, the truth behind the Pooh 1 and Spice 1 beef. Gotcha. I'm going to check that out. But it's a slippery slope, especially with the Tasha K incident. Where Cardi B won a big bag off her, now a lot of these content creators got to walk a thin line. It used to be an ass whooping, and now it's lawsuits. And sometimes an ass whooping is even better. I'd rather take the ass whooping than a lawsuit. Real talk. At least with the ass whooping, you could go stitch up and go home. The lawsuit, you got to go to court. You got to pay all them fees out the ass. Hell no. And that's a painful process. Just whoop my ass and keep it moving. I'll be all right. I'll take it down. Just beat my ass. I'll take the videos down. Bygones be bygones. But court, shit. Shit. And not to mention Tasha K Cardi was bleeding her pockets. Cause see, she's a blogger. She was going against Cardi B. They got all these conglomerates behind her. She was bound to lose. What your YouTube money gonna go against a corporate backed brand like Cardi B right now? They bled Tasha's pockets. I'm telling you, man, that's not the way to go. They were better off just fighting at the club and keep it moving. But when you dealing with that court, when you dealing with that lawsuit, Cool Man was talking about how Cino was messing up the timeline, but he does that a lot. He does that a lot. And so you gotta be careful, man, when you talking about beefs and stuff like that. You got to have an intel check-in with the individuals or have an interview at least to get their perspective. That's what a journalist does. He interviewed that person, then he interviews that person and let the people figure out the truth. But you can't come out there on your own with what you think you know and talking about that. That's slander. That could be considered slander. Because you're putting out personal information. Yeah, man, it's stuff like that you got to be careful with. You got to be very careful with what you're putting your information out with. Because touching on street politics and touching on beef is personal. I tried my hardest to not go that route. Does it help with the clicks? Yes, it does. Does it help go viral? Yes, it does. But you don't want that stigma. Trust me on that. See, a lot of content creators they got out there. The beef shit brings that revenue up, and now they don't know how to turn it down. So now they're gonna push the line even further. They're gonna push the line even further and further and further until one of these dudes eventually get an attitude and want to beat you up. Just like the new dude. Hold up, either Yup Mouth Shot or Mount Cino. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what it is. Gotta be careful out there. But nevertheless, man, we got Friday. We got Westlife. He's a videographer for Corrupt, The Chill. He's very connected out in the West Coast, man. So we got him for Friday. And as for my birthday is this month. Matter of fact, it's next Thursday. I don't know what I'm going to do. I thought about doing a live special, but I didn't feel like doing it because I had to get some shit done in the crib, and that wore me out. I'm talking about relocating for a good week because my pipes had busted. I ain't had no kitchen. I ain't had no bathroom. I couldn't cook. We couldn't do anything. So I was like, you know what? We just got to relocate for about a good week, go back and forth. Whoop-de-whoop. That's that. So that took a lot of my planning out. That's why I haven't really uploaded a lot of content. Because I've been dealing with that. Dealing with a lot of personal stuff on the side too. So you're going to see some more content coming, definitely, y'all. Y'all going to see some more content. I've been pretty much got a lot of interviews in lock-in that I'm going to go ahead and upload. I got a lot of things I want to talk about. So be on lookout. Be on lookout. I'm going to have a lot of things coming. I don't know if I'm going to do a special next week. Do you see JD on the lynch mob? Yeah. See, I love that, man. I love to see JD, man. That's my big homie. I love seeing him home, man. Matter of fact, when he called me from the pen on our show, big shout out to Dyer Lansky for making that happen. That's where we connected. So I'm happy as hell to see that brother home and enjoying his his freedom. He done made amends with Ice Cube, which was great. He got new album out right now, fire. He's doing press with everybody. He's getting his respect. He's getting his flowers. That's a beautiful thing. I love seeing brothers come back home, man. Mac is back home. He's enjoying his freedom. Now next we got to get BG home. We got to get C Murder home. We got to get a lot of these guys home. Max B, Matul Shakur. He's not in the best of health right now. So I put the word out about him that he needs attended to. He's a revolutionary fighter. He was straight chefing on that episode. Hell yeah, man. Big shout out to JD, man. JD from the Lynch Mob, man. Matter of fact, Chili Chill hit me up yesterday, man. That's one of my big homies. That's one of my good friends in this business, man. It's not really many I consider friends in this business, and those guys are some I consider great friends. It was always a pleasure having Shorty. His last interview was with us. And see, the good thing about that Lynch Mob episode, that's one of my favorites. Because, see, a lot of people were asking me. They were pressing me. Yo, ask him about Ice Cube. Ask him about Ice Cube. And I didn't do it. I wanted to keep the whole bill positive. I want to keep the whole bill positive. Because I could have pushed it. I could have pushed them to shit on Cube. But I'm like, look, I'm not here for that. We done heard all these stories from the 90s. We done heard all this stuff. We need new stories. We need new visions. We need new growth. A lot of platforms are still stuck on bullshit. That's why I can't really watch them like that. They still trying to recap stuff from old fights and stuff from the 80s and the 90s. And I'm like, we at this point now where we're above talking about that now, man. Let's talk about something different. Let's talk about growth. Growth and development. And I could have pushed that line many times. We could have pushed that line at Off the Cuff Radio, but that's not what we do. We'll put up a good story every now and then, but who wants to reflect on that all the time? Because that's what they gonna think hip hop is all about. They think hip hop is just about fights, guns, bitches, and blunts, and big screen TVs and lowriders. I just caught a flashback of that Dr. Dre skit from the Eminem album. Big screen TVs, blunts, 40s, and bitches. Oh, man. But really, though, man, I'm about to sign out for a little bit. I want to thank y'all once again for supporting me, for riding with us, subscribing, tuning into our lives, tuning into everything that we do, engaging, following us. I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. And for us to reach 61,000 subscribers, for us to reach 503 episodes, I could not have done it without y'all. I do the grace of God, man. So thank y'all once again for supporting us. Everybody that takes time to look at my lives and chime in, it's appreciated. So I'm about to be out for the night. I'm about to tune in. Check us out tomorrow. Big Prodigy on Off the Cuff Radio. Also, check out the interviews that Cocaine is doing. Cocaine and Big Hutch, they doing. They doing the campaign trail. They're going to be on Off the Cuff for Screwball soon. So look out for that. They're going to be on No Jumper. They're going to be on Murder Master Music Show. Support them brothers. I mean, regardless of how I feel about some of them shows, I'm still a team player at the end of the day, and I want to see them win. Because those are the homies, they legends, and they deserve their flowers. So support them. Follow them. Follow us, Off the Cuff Radio, Screwball Radio. I'm out. Good night.